Hello, everyone. My name is Simao Zacarias. I'm currently a postdoctoral researcher at University of Stirling. Today, I'd like to share with you our innovation research work, which demonstrates that non-ablation improves shrimp robustness to disease. One of the main global challenges in the shrimp industry is associated to diseases outbreak, which are usually caused by virus, parasites, or bacteria. Those diseases they generally cause a huge financial loss in the industry. So why the shrimp industry still use eye stalk ablation? Well, the organs controlling reproduction in shrimp they're all located in the eye stalk, and the removal of the eye stalk increase the egg production at commercial level. Although eye stalk ablation increase egg production at commercial level, the Animal Welfare Organization consider this practice as cruel because it affects shrimp welfare. So retailers and certification bodies want to eliminate ablation. Many producers have taken steps to eliminate the eye stalk ablation, but the practice remains widespread because many producers they still need more positive reason to end the practice. Therefore, the industry needed to find a new practice to improve the tolerance or resistance of shrimp to disease and also stop unilateral eye stalk ablation in commercial hatcheries. So our first work, which we use it as a baseline for the current innovative research, we found that commercial shrimp egg production can be done without the eye stalk ablation as long as the broodstock go through prematuration conditioning or when there's a sex ratio manipulation in the breeding tanks. We also found that non-ablated shrimp broodstock they can produce a robust offspring from saline stress test, which is a test used commonly by shrimp farmers to verify the post larvae quality when they source the post larvae before they stock them in the farm. So the saline stress test from our first work was first indication for us, which demonstrated that a non-ablated broodstock could produce robust offspring. So the key question of our current innovation work was really to understand if the eye link between eye stalk ablation and the fitness of the offspring, or is there a difference in the fitness between post larvae or juvenile produced from ablated and unablated animals? So to do this, we needed to go further and do challenge tests using other method. So we decided to do it with disease. So what basically we did for this innovative research work, we challenged the shrimp with two different pathogens. First, we challenged the Pineaus vanameae post larvae with bacterial disease, HPND, also known as MS. And then we challenged the Pineaus vanameae juveniles with white spot disease, which is a viral disease. So, what we found in our innovation research work? Well, in this graph, you can see that it represents survival of Pineaus vanameae post larvae challenged with and without HPND or MS. So you can see at the top of the graph that all shrimp, the group for non-challenged group, which we consider a control group from non-ablated female and ablated female, they had similar survival, 96 hours post challenge. But when you look at the challenged group, well, from non-ablated female compared to ablated female, you can see that the challenge group from non-ablated female, they had 7.4% survival compared to the post-larvae from ablated female, which they had 38.8% survival. So when you look overall at the graph, you can see that the post-larvae from non-ablated female at 96 hours post the challenge, they had 31.6 higher survival compared to ablated compared to post-larvae from ablated female. In the second graph, which represented the second challenge with the virus, it shows the survival of pineal venomous juvenile challenged with and without white spot syndrome's virus. So you can see here to the top, the from non-challenged group, which we consider the control group, there was no survival. There was no significant difference between the survival among the control. So no virus, there's no difference in survival. But when the juveniles were challenged with the white spot, you can say that the group, the juveniles from non-ablated female, they had 62% survival compared to 48% from juveniles produced on ablated female. So overall, after 162 hours, nearly 1 week, you can say that juveniles from non-ablated female, they had 14% more survival compared to ablated female from compared to juveniles from ablated female. So, what is the impact of our innovation and research work to the industry? The first thing we say is that we expect that major welfare concerns in the industry would be quickly addressed. Why? Because now, from our current research work results, there's a strong positive reason for commercial hatcheries to eliminate the eye stock ablation. And also, we expect that the shrimp hatchery will produce higher quality animals, more robust animals with non-ablation, and this will improve marketability of the hatchery product, the post larvae, to the farmers, and also it would facilitate the certification process on animal welfare practice to the shrimp hatcheries. So we also expect that farmers would ensure good survival and the productivity during the disease outbreak, as we could say that with the bacterial challenge and the virus challenge, we had higher survival with the offspring from non-ablated animals. So this would reduce financial loss, which observed normally when you use offspring or animals produced from ablated broodstock. We also expect to see farmers to produce more valuable and marketable product, and this will improve marketability of the farmers' product to processors, retailers, and consumers as they demand product produced on a high welfare practice. And it would also facilitate certification process on an animal welfare practice at farm level. And finally, we will expect that this innovation it will become a key health strategy in shrimp farming going forward because non-ablation improves shrimp robustness to disease. So by stopping eye stock ablation is a guarantee that you're already producing a robust animal which will help you to reduce disease risk at the farming level. Well, I would like to say thank you to our sponsors, so Benchmark, JS, Joy, Sayaqua, University of Stirling, and the Library Fine Foods. Well, thank you so much for your attention.